Hi, so we are going to try to fix a PS2 I bought online a while ago, but it's faulty, so I bought it really cheap. I mean, it says it's working, but doesn't read all discs. So I don't know if the laser is bad, or so we have to try it. So let's see, this is how I got the PS2 on this bag. Let's see what we have. Okay, so it's the slim model. I mean, it looks good. It's not broken or cracked or anything, at least as on a first look. It's like kind of dirt, but it's okay. So we have the power cables, we have the connector for the TV, we have a joystick. Okay, this one does not look like an original PS2 controller. I think it's a cheap imitation. Okay, so we have another one, and this one is really dirty, but it looks like an original one. I think it's an original one. And we have games. We have non-original games. We have a lot of games, really a lot of games, but nothing original. So, and we have a memory card also, and 64 megabytes. Great. It was not mentioned on the sale, so it's a plus. So if we have non-original games, it means that this PS2 has a chip that reads non-original games. We have a lot of games. Okay, so let's plug it in and see what we have. Okay, we got image, so it's a good start. Okay, so let's plug a controller. So this is not the original one, and I think this one doesn't work. Now, so let's plug the other one, the original one, and let's see if it works. Great. So okay, the original one works. So we have a working controller. Great. And so let's try a game. But I'm gonna try an original one I have. I don't want to try these ones just now. Let's try first with an original one, and let's see if it reads okay. Because maybe it has problems reading the non-original games because of the quality of the discs. So let's see. That's the brand of the chip that allows the PS2 to read non-original games. So now we know that for sure, I mean. So yeah. Okay, the original game works just fine. So I'm starting to think that this PS2 works just fine, and the problem is with the non-original games we have here. So, okay, so let's try the memory card, and let's see if this works also. And yep, it works just fine. So great. So maybe, I don't know, but maybe the PS2 works just fine, and the old owner of the PS2 was just buying really crappy games. Okay, so let's try one of these games we received with the PS2, and let's see. So this is a multiple arcade machine emulator. I didn't know that it was made for the PS2. It's really cool, but let's see. And works. Okay, this one worked. Maybe I mean maybe not all the discs works. This was a problem. Maybe some of those games are just crappy. Okay, great. So this one works just fine. I didn't know that these retro games were made for the PS2. This is really cool. So apparently the only thing that doesn't work is this chip controller. So I don't know, let's see if we can fix it. Off camera I tried a couple more games and some of them really don't work. I mean, there was one that had a crack on the disc. So maybe, I don't know, maybe that problem was that those games were really cheap and the PS2 couldn't read it, you know? So let's open the controller and see if we can fix it. So finally I got to the board and I can see that there are some stains, like some kind of liquid went inside. I don't know if you can see it on the cam, but yeah. So I'm gonna try to clean it up with alcohol, isopropyl alcohol. Yep, it's really dirty. So let's start with the cleaning. Okay, first let's clean a little bit the case. That is really dirty. I don't like it. And now let's clean the board. Okay, let's put it together. And let's see if something changed. Let's see if it works. Okay, so let's plug it in. And now it doesn't work. No. So let's open it again and see if we can find something. Okay, so we have the controller opened again. And let's see if we can spot something. So I don't see any problems on the board. At least not something that I can spot at plain sight. Everything looks kind of okay. Besides those marks, those water marks or something that the board had before the cleaning, everything looks just about right. I'm thinking that maybe we'll have a problem with the cables, with the connection to the board. Maybe the soldering is bad. Maybe they are not making contact, and we can test that. So I think that that's a good start. We can test if the cables are making contact. Let's do that. So I'm gonna test for continuity from the connector to the board and see if all the cables are making contact or if we are having some kind of problem there. So after testing each one of the cables for continuity, I realized that both the white and the green one are cut somewhere in along the cable. So I thought that maybe I could strip the cables and try to find where those cables are not making contact and try to replace that part of the cable. So let's try to do that with the multimeter and see if we can fix it. So after several tries, I found the part where the cables were not making contact. So what I'm going to do is try to replace that part with new cable, and let's see if that works. So this is the sector where the white cable was not making contact. So let's replace that with a new cable. So let's do the same thing with the green cable. So for the green cable, I didn't took the time to reach the smallest part possible, so it's easy for me to just replace a bigger part. It was faster this way, so let's do that. Okay, so let's just reassemble the port, and I'm gonna unsolder all the cables from the board so I can add new protection for the wires. Okay, so I'm gonna weld all the cables again. I'm gonna use flux so it's easier to weld. now we're gonna plug it again, and if we're lucky, that message on the screen should go away, and that means the PS2 detects the controller again. So let's plug it in and see what happens. Yes, it works. Yeah, we fixed it. Okay, so it's working again. Great. We fixed the chip controller. So let's put it back together and we test it again one more time, and then I think I will clean it up. I mean, I will clean the other controller and the PS2 as well. Okay, we're back again. I have the joystick all put together, and let's test again one more time. Damn, no, it doesn't work again. Great. God damn. Okay, let me open it again off camera and I will get back to you if I find something. So basically I tested it again and found another non-working cable. So I fixed it. It works. I close it up and then plug it in the PS2 and it's not working again. The cable is just garbage. It needs to be replaced entirely, but we will do that in another video. Now I will focus on cleaning the rest of the PS2 and we call it a day. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this first video. If you do, please consider subscribing and give it a thumbs up, and we'll see you the next time. Bye.